What's up, everybody? This is a creepy situation story. So I want to do the top 10 scary kids drawing. So let's get this video on the roll. Let's go. Okay, very creepy.
Sometimes they can be really creepy. Sometimes they don't even mean it, and sometimes they do. As a society, we always think kids are the ones that need protecting from all the evil in the world, but with some kids, perhaps the world needs protecting from them. I found a lot of freaky pictures that were drawn by kids, and these are by far the creepiest. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scary kids drawings. Starting off number 10 now, we have Lisa. We're starting right away with a very creepy one here, and it's also very long too, so let's just get right into the story that this little girl wrote. This is Lisa. She is my friend. My mum and dad can't see her, so they said she is an imaginary friend. Lisa is a nice friend. Today I tried to plant a flower in the yard. I tried to plant it by the sandbox, but Lisa said that's where her daddy is sleeping, so I planted it in a cup of dirt. Lisa is at school with me today. I brought her for show and tell, but Mrs. Monroe got angry because she can't see Lisa. Lisa got sad, so she hid the chalkboard eraser. Yesterday was my birthday party. Mom brought pizza, but no one came. Lisa said people came on the porch and then left, but they left presents. I got 3 Barbies and some shoes and $5. Me and Lisa played Barbies. Mrs. Monroe is absent today. Our substitute is named Mrs. Digman. She is pretty and nice and is letting us have a snack time after diary time. I wish Mrs. Digman can stay our teacher. Yesterday, Lisa and me went on a long walk until the moon came out. Daddy got really mad and said Lisa is stupid and fake. Lisa got sad and disappeared. Today, she can't come to school, but Mrs. Digman said Mrs. Monroe won't come back. Daddy was at work all day yesterday. He didn't even come home to eat dinner. Today, he is still at work. Mom packed me a pudding in my lunch today. Pudding is my favorite. I miss Lisa. Daddy is really busy at work. He didn't come home at the weekend. Mom is angry at him. I'm going to write a letter for Lisa. Dear Lisa, I miss you. Please come back. I'm sorry when my dad was mean. You are my best friend. Lisa came back yesterday. She said sorry for leaving, and I told her my dad won't come home. Lisa said Mrs. Monroe and him are sleeping like her dad. I hope they wake up soon. What do you even say about that? I mean, yeah, I guess Lisa killed them all. Normally I make a funny remark about these stories, but I don't think things end well for people who upset Lisa, so let's just move on. Next up at number 9 now, we have Satan. This one was posted to Reddit by user Andy Doomshroom. He shared a few pictures that he did when he was 8 or 9 years old. The first one looks a little creepy, just some sort of shadowy spectre smudged across the page. The second one looks a little bit creepier still. Looks like something some kind of executioner would wear, or perhaps it's a prisoner tied up. But here's where it steps up a level. Look at this one. Yes, that is the devil. When I first saw this, I thought the text was written in some sort of demonic language. Fortunately, it's actually written in Finnish, okay? But unfortunately, the text is very creepy. It reads, he lives inside of you. You surrender to him with pleasure. He is Satan, but that is wrong. Whoa, the guy who posted this didn't seem to remember what he meant by all of it when he was a kid, or where he even got the idea from. Perhaps he blocked out the memory altogether, because it's messed up. Next up at number 8 now, we have Stranger. This one was posted to Reddit by a user called Candy Slave. He said he works at a restaurant where they put kids' drawings up on the wall after the family has finished their meal. One night, he wasn't working there, but his co-worker was. The co-worker sent him this picture that a child drew, and it freaked everyone out who worked there. He said the child was about 8 to 12 years old and just left it on the counter before walking out. As we can see, the title of it appears to be I Want to Die. We've got a stranger there with a very long neck holding a sword in one hand and what looks to me like a gun in the other. Then we've got a label saying that this is the kid lying on the floor with a bullet wound and bleeding. The final label right there says arms. At first I thought it might be arms as in guns. Those arms look a lot like human arms, especially because he's actually missing his arms as he lies on the ground. People on Reddit were divided about what was going on with this kid. Some said it was just a normal thing for kids to draw creepy things like this from time to time. Others thought there might be something more serious going on at home for him. What do you guys think? Next up at number 7 now, we have Slender Man. I'm sure many of you guys who are fans of all things horror will know who Slender Man is. The legend goes that he is a thin, tall creature with a featureless face and always wearing a suit. He traumatizes and abducts people, especially children. So, You can imagine how scared this parent was when their 5-year-old son drew this picture. That looks like a suit to me, the same one Slender Man wears, as even the red tie right there. We've also got 3 different stages. We've got the classic featureless face on the right, but then he seems to transform. His face grows eyes and a huge mouth with 1 tooth. His neck length quadruples in size. Is this what the kid saw sometime? Is he just drawing what he remembers from the night before? I really hope not. Next up at number 6 now, we have Hulk Smash. It's not very often I get to talk about pop culture and scary things in the same video. This picture has let me do just that. This one was drawn by a 10-year-old. The title is Hulk Smashes, semicolon, the Kardashians. It's a 3-panel comic. The first panel features 2 Kardashian sisters chatting it up. One of them says, "I just got a tan." The other replies with, "I just got married for 72 whole minutes." They both say yay. Then, out of nowhere, the Hulk appears and just crushes them. He crushes them so hard their heads just disappear completely. There is no explanation for this. There is no meaning to it. There is only Hulk, the Kardashians, and death. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I guess that's what fear does to you. Moving on to number 5 now, we have 100. People say that homework is scary. Nobody wants to do it, but sometimes it really can be scary. This picture was floating around online in 2012. It appears to belong to a kid called Graham. He was asked, "What will you be doing when you're 100 years old?" Graham simply says, "Breaking out of my tomb." Wow. That means Graham has already grasped the concept of death at age 5, knows it will happen to him before he reaches 100, and that he will also beat death itself by breaking out of his own tomb on his 100th birthday. Good for you, Graham. Hopefully you're not a child demon who has already done this before. Moving on to number 4 now, we have Valerie. This one was posted to Imgur by Sea Dog Fly in 2013. They said their cousin babysits a child who is not very fond of her. Her name is Valerie. One day, Valerie found this letter in his room. He had left it on his desk. It was addressed to her, reading, "Dear Valerie, get out of my life." And there is Valerie, head lopped off by a giant axe. Now it looks to me like the cut was so quick and clean that her motionless body was just left standing there when she died, looking as shocked as Valerie presumably was when she found that card. When this was posted to Imgur, there were a lot of comments from people freaking out at just how creepy it is. One person said the random dots made it extra creepy. Another only had some advice for Valerie, telling her to jog at an increasing pace. Wise words. Next up at number 3 now, we have the imaginary friend. This one was posted to the subreddit of WTF. If you know what that stands for, you'll know what kind of things get posted there. There isn't so much of a story attached to this one, but I think that might be a good thing. All I know is that a girl was asked to draw a picture of her imaginary friend. Now this is what she drew. That's her on the left, looking pretty normal except for her eyes. Perhaps that has something to do with the imaginary friend standing there right next to her. The first thing you'll notice is that the friend doesn't have 2 arms, she actually has 10. Then if we move up, we can see that her head seems to be detached from her torso. Now you guys might say, that's just a mistake, but the girl didn't do that with the drawing of herself. Finally, what is going on in the middle of that face? Instead of a nose or a mouth, there seems to be an actual portal to hell opening up there. All in all, I'd rate this creepy out of 10. Next up at number 2 now, we have the water slide. This one was posted to Twitter by Brian Sack. He's an American writer, and in 2015, his 11-year-old kid made him a birthday card. It was unusual, to say the least. Instead of the usual birthday greetings, we have this drawing. The title is Life's a Water Slide Where You Die at the End. And there at the start of the water slide, we have a baby. You'll notice that the baby is smiling. It doesn't stay that way for long. By the time you get to a teenager, they already look quite worried by life. As an adult, they're looking scared. And by middle age, they're practically screaming. At the end, they are ejected from the slide as an old person. That's right, they're literally flung out of life and into the void. This is my favourite bit though. We've got a helpful label that simply informs the dad of where exactly he is on this death slide. He is here, right between middle age and death. Does this 11-year-old have a twisted sense of humour, or are they just twisted? Let me know your thoughts on this. And finally, number 1 now, we have The Promise. This one was shared by a girl who simply said, "My 6-year-old sister was in a fight with my dad, so she drew this." And there we have it, drawn in pen as red as blood. The 6-year-old girl is bringing what looks like a chainsaw to her dad's neck. I'm guessing it's a chainsaw. I think those are teeth blades. Of course, the dad is crying, which you would be too if someone took a chainsaw to your neck, or maybe he's crying blood, I don't know. Perhaps even creepier than that is the warning at the bottom. This is going to happen to you. I mean, I say that's a warning, but to be honest, it sounds a lot more definite than that. It sounds like a promise. I never thought I'd need to say this, but keep that 6-year-old away from a chainsaw. How do you guys feel now? Do any of you have little brothers or sisters that have perhaps drawn creepy things like this before? Maybe you did too when you were little. We could definitely do a part 2 on this video. We could actually go on forever, I think. There are so many. As long as there are kids around, they'll always be making creepy pictures. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, my name is Danny Burke.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, and what other videos I should react to. This was the most weirdest, scariest things that kids draw, and I never did this before, draw like this before. Hey, if you guys did, comment down below. If you guys didn't, comment down below. Who had imaginary friends? I didn't, because I think it was weird. I think it's weird to have imaginary friends like that. If you want to meet friends, go outside and play with them and introduce yourselves to the people. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and stay warm, stay safe, and stay at home. If you guys have a blizzard, if you guys are in different states, be careful and stay warm. Have a great day, guys. Bye.